Virgo, this is your weekly tarot with Sky Sparrow. I know in tuning in last week, we can see that you've been getting stronger within yourself and moving into kind of new opportunities. Also, I am feeling to tell some of you are feeling really kind of constrained or held back right now from things that you're wanting to do. I actually had a vision of a dog on a leash, you know, when the dog gets excited and like wants to run and go check something out. And the owner is like holding him by the leash and not letting them in their up on their hind legs. That's the vision I had for you, Virgo. So I feel that some of you are just like having these like desires and wishing you could do things, but feeling constrained, feeling limited, held back by your life circumstance. We're going to go into that a little bit more, but right now I'm seeing detachment and flow. And when I see these two cards together, that's telling me that there are things to be released in your life so that you can make space for the new, for you to be able to flow forward, feeling kind of like that freedom. Again, I'm just like going back to that vision. So whoever is needing to hear that, that's just, you know, the opening of the reading, but we're going to go right now to our general reading, and following this will be a part 2, a love reading, all in the same video. I will timestamp it below. This is for the love reading portion is for those who are doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love, but it is for those struggling in any kind of relationships, connection, and feeling a challenge and seeking guidance. So moving right along here with our reading, Virgo, you've been spending a lot of time focusing on your work, your material surroundings, and I feel like it's been a struggle. I have to be honest, when I did tune into the collective, my collective of Virgos, which is you watching, I did get this immediate, I'm very clairsentient feeling of overwhelm. So definitely seeing that in the very first cards we have here, the 8 of Pentacles over the 5 of Swords. So there could also be, I'm sensing like an internal conflict around what you're doing. Could go very much in line with that vision of the dog I had earlier of wanting to do things that, there's a conflict within you in what you feel you have to do, kind of like to make the money, to make ends meet, who knows, for some of you, I was just going to say, make people happy. But I do see here with the World card underneath that you are actually, you're shifting some of your shifting timelines. So it's kind of like moving into another chapter or phase of your life here with the World card. I do feel there will be more opportunities that you don't yet see that are ahead of you. So, going back to that detachment and flow oracle cards, it's been, I'm seeing like a struggle. This also could be some conflict around you, Virgo. That was a chunk that was fallen out there. I'm not taking those ones, but I'm actually going to ask Spirit, here we go, more about what's coming towards you, what is, surrounding and come towards you. So in terms of your pentacles, we have the 10 of Pentacles right here, which talks about your stability, your not just stability, but your long-term stability. Here we are with the 10 of Pentacles. This is generational wealth, being able to provide for those around you. And there's this new opportunities that I just spoke about here, super clear with wand cards. That means it's, there's excitement about what's coming towards you. There's an Ace of Wands with the 3 of Wands, which means you're standing on the precipice right now. If you feel like you're in a kind of like a limbo or holding zone, I'm not really clear on what's coming forward. I feel right here, you're saying, Spirit saying, you're on the precipice of something new being birthed into your life right now, being manifested, and you're like literally waiting to see what's coming in. And that's why it's so important that this message of detachment came out. If there's things in your life that I feel I need to expand on this, Spirit saying, there are things in your life that are keeping you, holding you back. Oh my gosh, back to the dog leash analogy, that are constraining you, that they are they're keeping you in another lower vibration, okay? So what are those things that they can be things that you're actually ruminating about? Our own minds can hold us back. For some of you watching, it actually could be an addiction. Be gentle with yourself, of course, compassion, but there are things in your life that need to be and can be, by your own human right and choosing, released, surrendered, so that we can move into this exciting Ace of Wands that's coming, because there is a new opportunity coming. And I know I said that in your last week reading, so we're continuing on here. I actually want to go in a little bit more deeply with this Seven of Swords under the long-term stability, because there is a sabotaging energy coming through. I want to ask Spirit where this is coming from, what Spirit wants to say about that, because the Seven of Swords, like, take a look. It's like a thief in the night. This can actually be yourself, although it wasn't in reverse. I feel too that this can be energies around you that are seeking to kind of like, again, hold you back, thwart your success. What, Spirit, before I say any more, what is this Seven of Swords about? Because I know what's meant for you is not going to pass you by. The Ace of Wands we saw as a major arcana, so it's faded. There is absolutely something that will be opening up new in your life that is new. What just came out is dropping the burdens. So I do feel from this clarifier that Spirit is saying here with the Ten of Wands over the Queen of Wands. Is it any wonder it's a Wands energy when there's a new wand waiting to come in? This Ten of Wands, he can't carry any more wands. It's super burdensome, super heavy, and the tarot does not go beyond a 10, okay? Spirit wants to give you this new wand, but there's no room in your hands. You've got to let it go. And in doing so, Spirit wants you to tap in to this, to give you strength to do it. This Queen of Wands energy, where she is, passionate. She knows what she wants. She has her eyes fixed on the vision. She is well loved and admired by people. She also knows her shadow side. Spirit wants you to move into that more evolved version of you, taking the lessons from the past of what you've currently been going through, so that Spirit can bring in this long-term stability through this new opportunity. Telling you there's something new here. I'm going to do one more clarifier here as well in terms of like, where is this leading you? We saw the World card, that you're moving into another chapter, and we immediately got the Emperor card. Well, that is a super strong, stable energy that came in right over top of the Knight of Pentacles. Now, Virgo, you are a very grounded, earthy sign, and these cards here are all that. I was actually clarifying as I spoke, the World card, the bottom of the deck's the World card. So Spirit is speaking specifically to this new chapter you're going into. That's what this means. For me as a reader, I am to tell you, hold on, keep going forward, because this new opportunity is actually a very stable, grounded, stable offer. It could be something that you've been hoping to achieve and work towards for quite some time, or waiting to come in. And I see you as having leveled up. This could also be a promotion from a boss. That's definitely possible as well. These cards here, as I'm seeing the Emperor, you could be becoming your own boss. But it's a new thing. So it could be whether it's in the company you're in now, or it's on a whole other endeavor. But I get the sense this is like within the realms of something you could have been doing for some of you. Okay, take it as it resonates. Spirit, what is coming towards Virgo? What are the energies coming towards Virgo? What is Virgo walking into? All right, and what Spirit wants to say for you going forward. The High Priestess. This is all about this intuitive knowing. I love this card. Her eyes look, in some lights it looks closed, some looks open, and underneath the Two of Swords. Now, interestingly, this is Spirit's really talking about this material realm for you, with the Nine of Pentacles underneath, becoming self-sufficient. And what Spirit is saying here is that currently you might be, some of you at a crossroads, but I feel like there's just like the lack of clarity, and maybe feeling a little bit like feeling so much and not having the clarity of which way do I need to go. That's why I'm saying, some of you earlier was saying stand at a standstill. So this Two of Swords energy is a lot up in the mind space and a lot of emotions underneath it. It's like, but which way do I go? Sometimes it's needing to make a head over heart decision, but that's why Spirit is saying with this High Priestess to really tune in to those subtle energies of your inner knowing, okay? Your inner guidance, because remember that you are source energy in a physical being. You are source energy. You do have that direct connection, which is your intuition, okay? What Spirit do you want to say more about this High Priestess? Some of you at a crossroads, some of you needing to make a decision. I honestly feel it's needing to drop something in your life so that you can manifest moving forward. And what we're having here is, a few cards dropping out, some of them a repeat here, but definitely what I'm seeing of these choice point, Wheel of Fortune, Temperance card with the Fool. The Fool energy is the major arcana of the deck is the 0. Not speaking clearly, I'm speaking backwards. The Fool card is the beginning of a journey. There is a new beginning, and there are it's all working in your favor. It's a matter of tuning in. I feel like it's, you've been bogged down for some of you, feeling overwhelmed, a lot up in the headspace, perhaps, obviously with that 5 of Swords we saw earlier, in some kind of outer conflict in your life. So Spirit is asking you to find the balance within the emotional state. Know that you are a divine being here on this earth, that you see the brighter pathway behind her. There are really beautiful things coming towards you, Virgo. They're right there. So Spirit's calling you to stay grounded. And I know you're a grounded earth sign, but there is an offer here. There is an offer, an opportunity. Things are moving for you. So with that, is there anything else, Spirit? I'll just tune in here before I proceed any further. One more. Spirit's saying one more for Virgo on this, building towards this long term. I'm so curious more about that Ace of Wands and what's coming towards you. Okay, well, didn't we just talk earlier about detachment? Well, the Devil card just came out, which is Spirit's emphasizing that attachment. This is about being unhealthfully attached. Again, the card of addictions for some, but doesn't have to be. It can be an unhealthy relationships around you. Could be anything, literally thought forms that you keep repeating, a narrative in your mind. It can be whatever you feel that is binding you and holding you in place. It's keeping you from manifesting, but you have all the energy around you, all of the support of Spirit, the universe, within yourself as well, to manifest and move things forward. It's actually like all in your midst right now, the opportunity and everything. It's a matter of weeding this out. I believe this was in your last week reading, and I think your title was Get Out of Your Own Way. So it's a similar trajectory here, but Spirit's coming in with this encouragement saying it's like right there. The manifestation is there, and it's all working towards greater stability, long-term stability, and greater fulfillment. So hang in there, Virgo. That was your general reading. Loved that you were here to watch. A lovely token of appreciation is just hit the like button if you liked it. Join us by hitting subscribe. I'd love to have you back. And the bell button to notify you of when the next Virgo reading will be dropping. We are going to move right into our love portion, the love reading here. I know last week, for those of you who caught it, it was talking about how a relationship was meant to grow you. it was not an easy relationship I was tuning into for the collective who saw that. But we're going to just, wipe the slate clean here, see what Spirit has for you today. I'll take one cleansing breath before we dive in here. Thank you, Spirit. So Virgo in love, those finding challenges, seeking guidance. Virgo in love, Spirit. Wow, did that ever fly out? All right. The King of Swords over the Seven of Pentacles. Wow. And Queen of Swords. Oh, I'm going to just stop right there for a second. We have a matched energy in terms of, honestly, it's like not seeing eye to eye, but both feeling super, I want to say almost stubborn and very like, this is my point of view. No, well, this is my point of view and neither of you are budging kind of thing. I feel like this is a connection that you've been like trying to grow for some time, for a long time. I feel like there's been a lot invested here with the Seven of Pentacles, trying to, I heard, get it off the ground. So lots to clarify here. I'd like to know there's a masculine, feminine energy. This King of Swords, Spirit, both of them standing very strong in what is true for them. So the King of Swords had the Nine of Swords in reverse. So looking at this under the Justice card, and the Three of Wands, okay? So this King of Swords is like wanting to bring fairness and equality, wanting to bring balance, and like wondering what's possible looking forward. They could be having like overly like in their head, like overly like too much ruminating to the point of like just total like anxiety, sleepless nights, and they're wanting to come out of this, and it's time for them to come out of this. It's almost like you've been in your head way too long. So whoever that masculine energy is, I feel like Spirit is also trying to bring them out with this Three of Wands card. There is potential for some, truth to be spoken, but I feel like that also can be the block in what I'm seeing, is that things are being held strongly within themselves, but not necessarily being spoken. That could be true for some, but let me just see with this Queen of Swords, because she's also, she's like no BS. I know my boundaries. I know what I am, going to tolerate. So we just had a lot like flip out here. What the heck? All right. So the Ace of Cups fell out here to clarify the Queen over the Three of Cups. So this feminine energy could have a lot of friends supporting her at this time, but she's really, really in deep introspection with this Hermit energy. And I really feel like she's feeling into what really makes her feel good. Like if it's plain and simple, if she's in a relationship that is just constantly dragging on and not lifting up her spirits, and it's not gender specific when I say her, it's the Queen. She's not feeling like she's not going to tolerate anymore. And she is holding out for this Ace of Cups, which is a brand new beginning in love. So I do see a common thread here of both of you wanting to manifest new, wanting to bring that about. And I do feel like both of you are. This Queen is kind of like, I feel her as kind of like has her shit together a little bit more. More so in terms of like the emotional space, just from the clarifiers that I've seen come out. Again, not gender specific, but what more, Spirit, is surrounding this connection? What more can you tell us that would be helpful to my Virgos? So yeah, look at this. 2 pages that came, oh wow, over the Tower and 2 of Pentacles. So there's a choice point, and this could be happening now, just happened, or will be happening, but there's a choice point and a big shakeup that's happening in this connection. But what Spirit's saying is that this Tower moment, okay, this shakeup, towers are not necessarily a bad thing, okay? So I really always try to impress upon my viewers that the Tower card is like the universe, the hand of God stepping in to say, hey, let me help this out a little bit, you know, like maybe we're not getting the clue a bit, and Spirit is coming in to help kind of neutralize a situation or bring it back to its basics, whatever. It's like a bulldozer coming through to like lay the land nice and solid so that things can be built properly, okay, whichever way it goes for you. But there is some kind of a choice point that is bringing about a brand new way of being in this relationship, and it could take you really by surprise with this Page of Cups. You can see the little pig flying when pigs fly, but the Page of Swords here too is having a clarity, having a new outlook on the situation, on a situation, or how to show up. So the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups, Spirit, tell me a little bit more about this. This can be communication between you. I do feel like there's a movement into like a new shift for this relationship, whether it's, you know, continuing forward together, or continuing forward not necessarily together, but in, you know, just in a new way, right? Let's see what Spirit says about this. Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Spirit. And one just like turned sideways. Spirit wanted me to grab. And yeah, wow. Oh my gosh. So unbelievable. There are two aces here, which marks brand new beginning, okay? Brand new, passionate beginning. It can be in love with that wands, very passionate, spark of fiery energy, newness, as well as the Ace of Swords, which is a leveling up. And that's with a King of Cups. So we have a King of Swords prior, we have a Tower, and now we have the King of Cups. I feel that this Tower is coming in to help this. Didn't I say about him less, you know, having his stuff together than the Queen? Seeing the King evolve to the King of Cups, which is bringing him out of, say, the stubbornness, again, not gender specific, okay? It's a masculine energy, but bringing, I'll say, him out of that stubbornness or headspace, rumination, and bringing him down more so into the heart so that there can be that justice there we pulled earlier, so that there can be this new beginning. Again, everybody's situation is going to be unique and different, whether it's beginning together as a couple or beginning anew in a different way. That is really insightful of like, okay, what's that? Why is that Tower here? Anything else, Spirit? When there's a Tower, it's a shakeup. Usually, at least when I'm, you know, pulling cards for myself, I want to know a little more about like, what is that shakeup? Spirit, can you tell us more about what Virgo can expect with this Tower? What is this shakeup? And what guidance do you have for them in moving through this, whether they're in it now or it's on the way? What is this about? Well, it's creating a new foundation for a brand new beginning. You see the Fool card here. He is at the very beginning, again, at a freshness to this card, okay? There's like a newness. There is packing light. He's not bringing the past with him. This is telling me here that there could have been, like, I keep going back to someone being stubborn in this reading of like, you know, that defensiveness, okay, with the Seven of Wands. There's somebody's had this defensiveness and really just repeating cycles, you know, with the Eight of Pentacles, focusing perhaps a lot on their work as well. But Spirit's having this Tower to start fresh. Very clear message on that. I'm going to pull one more time here from the Light Seers Tarot on what's coming towards this connection at this point in time for my Virgos. What do they most need to know? What will assist them most right now? So the Seven of Swords just like spun out like 3 times. I wasn't sure if it was going to land upright or in reverse. It did land in reverse over the Judgment and heart healing. How gorgeous. Like, I love to see that, just because I know this connection has gone through so much. And what we're seeing here is that you're being called up out of this challenging time. Like literally anything that's happened, this is confirmed, not only the Fool card after the Tower, but with this Judgment card, this is like an evolution of this connection, that it is, like I was saying, being called out of this challenging, difficulty, darker space. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, this is someone who's been in like a self-sabotaging energy. Okay, so I feel like taking this time, someone may be taking some time out, recluse, you know, keeping it to themselves to really tune in and spending time on that healing. Again, Three of Cups, lots of friends and people to support around. But in this introspection someone's going through in this time of healing, in doing this, it's helping them actually see that they have been self-sabotaging, perhaps sabotaging this relationship. Again, some of you, it may be this was designed and meant for this learning. At least on, you know, just speaking to that one person's journey in this reading, is that seeing how they sabotage things. And that is, you know, or as well for some of you, they can move through this healing so that the connection can then flourish, right? But whatever this is, it is happening for the evolution of both of you in this connection. Very similar reading from last week, to be honest, as I recall. Let me know if you actually like caught last week's video and this week's. I'd be super curious. Hit the like button as well. It's a like cute little way to say thank you if you loved the reading. I love having you here. And what I'm doing now is pulling a relationship oracle card deck. So what more does Spirit have to say to this connection? Spirit, what else, okay, would you like to say? So we have transparency and curiosity with romantic love on the bottom. So I do feel this was for a romantic connection. Transparency and curiosity. So bringing insight, honesty, clarity, and curiosity says it supports our intrinsic inquisitive nature, which is the necessary driving force behind any growth and evolution. So that's definitely bringing me back to, where was the card? The introspection that this person is going through right now with the Four of Swords. Someone is gaining an awareness. They're almost, honestly, this tower I feel is like an awakening for this person. And I feel like that word might be in the title of this video. It's like, this is happening to awaken and bring like insight, clarity, bring someone more into integrity within the connection within themselves. Okay, well, that was, I hope, insightful for you. It definitely felt like a very pointed, clear message. Virgo, thank you so much for being here. I would love to have you back. Hit the subscribe button if you would love to join me here on the channel, and the bell button will notify you. Hit that when the next Virgo video drops, whatever. I also have opened up time in my own calendar for private readings. So if you're wanting to dive a little bit deeper, we can get way more personal, one-on-one. Check out my website link below. And other than that, hope to see you on the next video.